Hello, Gemini. Thank you for clicking on my channel. Welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine and I live in Nova Scotia. And I'm going to move this microphone. Might be better there. Let's see. Hopefully it's better there. This is your Zodiac Tarot forecast for whenever you clicked on that title at the time that it intrigued you. Let's hit the bell. We go live Sunday, every Sunday night, live stream. We give away gemstones. This is courtesy of the membership area of thejourneyhome.ca. Membership there is only $10, but it gives you a full month of zodiacs, all the zodiacs, all of the afternoon delights, Monday to Friday, the weekly zodiacs, and all the perks, discounted personal readings, and gemstone giveaways every Sunday night. Okay, so let's get on with the reading. All cards have been pre-shuffled to save time and spend it strictly on the reading, but I do cut in front. Bottom of the deck for Gemini, Four of Earth. Some of you are being very detached right now, held back. Some of you are just saving your money, being miserly about it, not spending like you might normally do. But it is a feeling of detachment, holding back, or maybe even holding on to past memories that need to be released, that are blocking you. Queen of Earth is your crowning energy. You might be dealing with an earth sign, not necessarily. This more looks like, Gemini, you looking after yourself, nurturing, looking after the home, looking after the books, looking after the finances, mastering your craft, being firmly rooted, harmonizing and branching out. Focus seems to be on business for you at this time. Maybe to keep yourself distracted from a decision that you need to make. That decision could be either in business or love, homes. There was a final ending to something that felt like a betrayal, something that was painful for you to end. Maybe this is why you are feeling so detached, but what you want and will gain is victory. This is about recognition for who you are, your accomplishments, achievements, victory in love, victory in business. Just shining. So in spite of this decision and a painful ending that was in your past, you're really rising to the occasion of who you are. Mastering your craft. You've been through a heck of a transformation. From sorrow to victory. That I think you pulled, it was like pulling a rabbit out of your hat. Not allowing this to keep your energies down. Okay, so for some, I had to claim bankruptcy, but you're going to come out of this successful with money. That's just a bad example, but seem to be very battered examples this week. Four of Water, an opportunity coming in that you're scrutinizing over and taking very slowly, wanting to make sure that you don't make any missteps. Conflict. Could this be argument? Or could this be you weighing all of the arguments before you make a decision, that pause moment? Oh, a Tower moment. Gemini. Yeah, it was over a relationship. You want something that's more traditional, something that is a spiritual connection rather than superficial. And here's the healer. So you're healing. How interesting. You've got the Queen of Water and the Queen of Earth opposite to each other. So we have the healer energy, you healing, nurturing self, working on your money, becoming a master at something here, transforming, gaining victory, and this opportunity that's coming in that you're taking your time about before you make this decision. And why? Because of your past. So if this is about love, which it does look like it's about love, this Tower moment, and this could be about contracts too, whether it be a marriage contract or a business contract. Perhaps you got burned in the past, business-wise, and you're just recovering from that. So you're not wanting to take any big chances right now in order to make sure that you don't repeat this. It's changed you. You're looking at things differently. So we're going to clarify this with the Shaman deck. I was only doing this at the Afternoon Delight, but by popular demand or request, people were saying, why don't you pull out the spirit guidance for the Zodiacs as well? So that's what I'm doing. This is your shamans, guides, guardians, angels, ancestors. Bottom of the deck, overall energy is the smoky mirror. So right now, Gemini, you know what was on the tip of my tongue, so I'm just going to say it. One or two of you out there is living by the skin of your teeth right now. You have a vision of the future, but it's not quite clear. So this is why you're going through this nurturing period, taking your steps very carefully, scrutinizing everything and every opportunity coming your way, not acting on it or deciding on it until things are clearer. When the smoky mirror shows up, though, it is the promise of when it lifts, something that is revealed is really good or astonishingly beautiful, joyful, euphoric, taming the wind. Yeah, some of you are held back. You're somewhat detached from the mundane of every day. The only mundanes you want to look after is yourself right now. Taming the wind is guarding your tongue, keeping thoughts to yourself. It's not even about thinking before you speak. It's like you just don't want to speak at all. It's the feeling I'm getting. I just want to make sure, well, I'm really busy right now, so can I let you know later how I feel about that? Or can I decide later? Not even asking, you're just saying it. I will decide later. Because if you speak now, you don't trust what you might say. Mastering your craft and becoming very balanced in it. This is going to branch out for you, Gemini. It's going to be watered, blooming. You're being fed by spirit messages now. You have the emotions all wrapped up in here, but, you know, tears that water the garden from your past. Deeply rooted, balanced. Gosh, I never noticed the fire on the side. And is that, good heavens, what is that? Is that an animal? In the shadows. Have a look. Right here. That looks like an animal in the shadows. Almost like a protector. Like you're being protected. Fire, earth, water, and air. I never noticed that before. Lovely. The sacrifice. All right, so this decision that you have to make, you know you have to give something up first. If I decide this, I have to give up that. If I decide that, I have to give up this. Either way, it's going to involve a sacrifice. An ending to something that may be painful. But there is something that you're seeing very clearly now, too. You're starting to see things as they are. What they are. And as much as you would like to keep the blindfold on, You cannot unsee what you see. And you're about to see something that makes that decision for you. Magic. That's what you're up to. So this to me is just like, you know how the devil gets his dues before the blessings come in. These are like roadblocks coming up, or that you've been experiencing. That test of perseverance. But by gosh, you do. Magically. Through the eyes of a child. This to me is like the opposite of the sorcerer. The sorcerer can be used for either good or bad, but there is no doubt this is used in the innocence and unconditional love of a child. This also tells me, Gemini, that when you do reach this victory, you'll be a gracious winner. You won't be rubbing any dirt in anyone's face. You'll want them to celebrate with you. You'll be gracious to the loser. Let's put it that way. Coyote. So yeah, you've been withdrawn. You don't want to come out of your den right now. You're going through this transformation. But the cleverness of this coyote is appearing at the right moment. So something is going to appear to you, the seer, at just the right moment that completes your transformation and will bring you out for this victory. The curse. So looking at these options that are coming your way, opportunities, one may seem like a curse. You know, like taxes that come up every year, it's like a curse. It just keeps coming back and you have to look at it even though you don't want to. Something that's just always seemed to be there. And perhaps you didn't see in the past, but you do now. Now it's, how do I deal with this? Well, you won't be dealing with it alone. You have spirit help. The witness is your spiritual guides that have been watching you. And this is the moment that they step into view to take action so you don't have to. For you, it's like watching, it's the seer. It's watching this unfold. The magic, the breaking of a curse, being seen right at the right moment because of this sacrifice or decision you made. The witness that comes forward to help you sets you back on your path. You're making solid decisions, sure footing. And if you're climbing a cliff here, one sure foot after the other, the witness is making sure that it's a solid stepping on your behalf. Tree of Life. A lot of the same cards come up in, you know, like one week it was all the Emperor and Empress. Another week it was just, every week it just seems like the same cards keep coming up for different weeks. So this week it looks like, these last few days, it looks like it's been the Tree of Life. So whatever this pause moment is, in looking at all the arguments, the outcome is this merging of partnership, branching out, deeply rooted, solid, loving, supportive. Now this Tower. Well, this Tower is a cycle, one that you've been through. Some of you have been repeating an old pattern, saying, oh gosh, where it comes to love, why do I always get the same kind of people? Actually, the first thought that I got, Gemini, was, you know, the cycle, that time of the month again. Oh, what a curse. But really, this is a cycle that is ending. And as we can see from the other cards, something has changed. So it isn't just the end of a monthly cycle or a yearly cycle. This is the ending of a part of a life cycle. One that won't be repeated again. What have you learned from it? Well, you learned how to be your authentic self. If I can't have that spiritually based connection, partnership, the commitment, then I am going to live freely and be my authentic self. This can also mean that you are coming into a relationship that they adore you for who you are. How nice it would be to be with someone who doesn't want to change you. Wouldn't that be refreshing? I mean, I don't think I've ever met a human being that didn't try to change something about me, like they don't like the way I do the dishes, or they don't like the way I, you should pour milk in your tea before you pour the hot water, or whatever. Like, to me, it's like, so what? But seemingly these tedious things seem important to others, and they're always trying to say, well, you have to do it this way now. This, to me, is like accepting you for who you are. How refreshing. Loving every part of you, everything about you, seeing only the beauty and not the cracks. This is also you healing, Gemini, and seeing only the beauty in others and not the cracks. And why? Because, Gemini, you have this sixth sense of knowing that when you are in this vibration, good things happen to you. What you send out comes back to you. You send out in beauty, it comes back to you tenfold. So I'm going to take this over to the extended reading to uncover the whole of this story. Love, money. Let's see where this is going. I hope you join us over there. Like I said, it's cheap. You won't find a deal like that anywhere on the internet. And the people over there are so loving and supportive. Hope to see you there, Gemini. God bless you. Bye for now.